Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Duel Links Central. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the set sale for the Kingdom event. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and break it down. Now, I meant to cover this yesterday, of course, because this came out like a couple days ago, but kind of got bogged down, so forgive me, with other content, and then also things relating to the box. So I wanted to make sure that I covered the box first and foremost that dropped. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about it. So it's back. Now, I don't see an option to unlock Yugi. Could be simply because I don't have him. I believe you unlocked him on the first completion last time around. So if you're new and you don't have Yugi already and this is your first chance to unlock him potentially, let me know in the comments if he is available as a reward. I don't know why he wouldn't be. I'm sure that they brought this back because a lot of people started playing when GX dropped and Yugi was right before that, so they would not have had a chance to get Yugi. So I assume that he's in there, but again, I already have him, so forgive me if I'm misinformed in regards to that. So this time around, they actually updated this. Card lottery, I don't know, I haven't done a lot of pulls on this, but it was really kind of to me last time. It just wasn't so good because there's a lot in here that you can pull. There's gems and stuff like that, and you can get keys, and it basically does pulls of 10 if you get enough coins, pretty much. So that's basically how it breaks down, and I didn't really too much care for it personally, but as far as it goes, they did update it because I think the best cards you can get previously were Toon Barrel Dragon and Karibo. They also had La Jin, and of course, you want to pick up Union Attacks for a lot of the farm decks. So of course, you want to try to get this. And the thing about Union Attack is it was also a completion reward for one of these rounds, and it's not this time around because they've added new cards. So let's talk about some of the new cards. But again, if you can snag 1 to 2, sometimes even 3, but mainly 1 or 2 Union Attacks, try to totally play the event as much as you can to try to pick that up. Also, you can pick up like prismatic cards. For example, I picked up a prismatic La Jin last time the event was here. So if you take a look at the how to play section, basically you play through and you get dice and use the dice to roll on the board. It's there was a game that was kind of like this, like an actual Game Boy Advance game that had a similar mechanic to it. Let me know in the comments if you know the name of that game, but I really love that game, and it's been so long. It's like a decade old now. But anyways, back to the how to play. This time around, they've updated it and added Mahavilo. So one of Yugi's cards, this card gains 500 attack for each equipped card equipped to this card. It sucks you can only get one, but maybe if you use like Draw Sense Spellcaster or whatever, you know, you can pull it out a little bit easier and then equip cards to it, and you can have a really fun little trolley deck. Won't be really competitive, but it'll be pretty fun. Milla the Temporal Magician is cool because she's interesting because she's 1800 spellcaster type monster, so she's just strong enough to survive, you know, in a lot of different scenarios early game before a lot of those big boss monsters get put out. Also, she's good because she lets you see your opponent's back row when she's played. She, you know, allows you to see target one card, I think, right? You can look at it when this card's on target one set card your opponent controls. Yep. And they're not able to activate spell or trap cards in response to this. So as far as that goes, knowledge is power. So if you take a look at the opponent's back where you say, oh, well, I play her in attack mode. Ah, snap. They have a mirror wall back there. So now I'm not going to attack. Now I know how to try to play around that. Knowledge is power. And again, she's powerful enough to survive in a lot of early game scenarios. 1800 is just strong enough. Precious cards from Brian. When you tribute summon a monster using 2 or more tributes, draw 2 cards. That could be an interesting card in decks that are draw engine heavy. But again, you need that tribute, and you need to be tributing 2 or more monsters. So that means level 7 or 8, pretty much. And a lot of times, you don't want to actually have to tribute for those monsters. So this isn't going to be something you could do consistently, but who knows? Maybe you could build a deck around it. Again, if you care about competitive play, that may not be super competitive. But again, I'm a huge, you know, fan of being able to play just whatever deck you want and have fun. It's the main reason why I haven't climbed super high up in rankings yet, because I don't care about that. I just play my trolley decks and my fun decks and, you know, have fun with that. But anyways, Bone Temple Block is the last new card that was added. Discard 1 card. Special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your opponent's graveyard to your side of the field. And your opponent special summons 1 level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard to your opponent's side of the field. Those monsters are destroyed during the end phase of this turn. Interesting card. I'm sure there's a combo for it. Interesting card though. Basically both of you guys take cards from the opponent's graveyard and play them on the field. It doesn't give you an OTK combo, but it could be used for things like needing to tribute a monster or things of that nature. It also has a discard cost, which may or may not be good in certain decks, like example Kid Moto, maybe, you know, things of that nature. So it's interesting. because it could be used, again, as giving you extra fodder for something that you need the tribute for. And of course, if you just, it gets destroyed on your opponent's side of the field anyway, so if you trigger this, for example, on your side of the field during your turn, it doesn't do anything for them. Also, it can be used defensively. Bring out one of your opponent's monsters from their graveyard to protect yourself for a turn. So I'm sure there's probably a better combo than the one that I pointed out, but it's an interesting card nonetheless. So anyways, here actually it says right here, you can unlock Yugi, so you guys don't have to let me know 5 minutes into the video. Earn the zone rewards for each zone that you clear. Clear the final duel zone in round 1 to unlock Yugi. Yep. Like I thought, Yugi is available again, which makes sense. I don't know why they wouldn't have made him available, but on the off chance, again, I can't unlock him again, so he's not there. Collect Millennium Coins and give the card lottery a try, yada yada. Also, they give you fragments for the dice, which you have to use as well. So, interesting thing is you can pick up Karibos. I only had one of these, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. I also only had one Toon Barrel. Toon Barrel is really good in 3-star demotion decks or Toon decks, whatever you choose to run. Very good card in those decks. Kind of annoying to go up against as well. And Karibo can be used in some really trolly decks. Let's look at some combos. Multiply, I believe, is here too. And Detonate. And then with Wing Karibo and then Flute of Summoning Karibo, you can just build a whole-on furry Karibo deck if you want to. Again, not going to be super competitive, but could be a lot of fun to play with, which is the most important thing in this game. Having fun. So as far as that goes, again, you click on the support items if you have fragments. This is something I didn't even notice for the longest time. I don't have any yet, but you use your fragments and it allows you to roll a certain die, so keep that in mind. Anyways, that's the breakdown of the event. Overall, I think you should definitely try to play it for the cards that I pointed out. If you take a look at the card lottery once again, you want to make sure that you can pick up a copy of this thing if you're interested in playing one of those decks I mentioned. It's a very good card in Toons or in 3-star demotion. Karibo can be trolly, but not the best card. Honestly, Horn of the Unicorn has a nice buff, but I don't really like how it goes to the top of your deck instead of going to the graveyard. Could immediately cause a dead draw if your monster's done and you need something to draw. You're basically done for. Union Attack is still probably the most valuable farm card in the game. Definitely want to go ahead and pick up a couple of those because they're limited and hard to get. This card is solid. Not great, but solid. But again, knowledge is power, so go ahead and get it and use it at your discretion. As far as the rest of this, it's pretty much fodder. These end cards are fodder. Stop Defense can be decent in a lot of beginner decks. Using Stop Defense or Block Attack. Remember those cards? I used to use those all the time, and they were awesome, and now I just don't really have room for them nowadays. But that's the lottery, and again, they've started doing this thing where just about every event does guarantee you stuff. So if you take a look at it, you are picking up a copy of Gandora. So this is a UR card. This will be my 3rd copy of that, too. You get a guaranteed one of these, guaranteed one of these, and you play through a little bit. You get a guaranteed Maha Vilo right there, but that's the only way, so that's the only copy you're going to get. So at least play through to there. I'll get my 2nd copy of Karibo here, you know, things of that nature. And the UR Crystal is nice, the UR Gem. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown of the event. Have fun playing, once again, most important thing. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy, guys.